to me the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today we're going to do a pick a card all about who has a grudge on you, why, and what you can do about it. And yeah, so keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information will be down below in my description box. They are currently closed, however, I do have a waiting list if you're interested in getting on that. When I do reopen for readings, I will probably open up to my list first, so they will have first dibs on my slots. All right, so what I have here, I have a pre-draw. So I've done a pre-draw for you guys. I'll be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity, and I will be getting letters, initials, and charms at the end of each group. So we'll find out more details. Maybe some initials or words will come through about the person who has a grudge against you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each card and each object. We have these really cool little crystal skulls with crystals, of course, in them, and these were donated by Rosie over at the Abyss Tarot. So I'm going to start with the first one and show you the card and the crystal. Okay, group 1, you are Resilience, Scylla, and you are the clear crystal quartz skull. Group 2, you are Reciprocity, Charon, and you are the red agate crystal skull. Group 3, you are Vampire, Hunger, and your crystal skull is a Lapis Lazuli. Okay guys, so those are going to be your 3 selections. I will insert a little video with some background music for you guys who need a little bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Step it up, don't be scared. Turning back, I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel
Hey, Group 1, all of you that selected the clear crystal quartz skull, or you were drawn to Scylla, resilience, this is going to be your reading all about who has a grudge against you, why, and what you can do about it. I hope I pronounced that right. Scylla, I think so. I think so. Whatever the case is, you are very resilient, okay? You have bounced back from something that was quite devastating. All this water here, lots of emotion, a very emotional situation. I have all these snakes here, and to me, they're feeling like they're knotted around each other, like a lot of conflicting thoughts, a lot of just turmoil here. And it feels almost like, see this figure in the back, like the will of the gods acting against you. Almost, there's a feeling, I have this feeling of like the world is against me or life is against me. Everything keeps going wrong. I can't seem to get my head above water kind of energy. So whatever happened here, I feel like it was in many ways devastating. Although the situation itself for some of you guys may not have been devastating, it was just another issue that you did not need in your life, right? It was just another burden to carry. And it's almost like I see someone, you know, in the movie The Labyrinth, when she's kind of like a bag lady. I forgot her name, but she's carrying all those bags on her back, because she wants to carry around all her things with her. I'm seeing that image, and I'm seeing like one more, like a feather floating down on top of this baggage on your back, and your legs starting to shake from the pressure, like it was just one too many things. So that's the general feeling I'm getting about the situation. It was just one too many things that happened. And so for some of you, you know, it could have been a very shocking thing, the one thing that just collapsed everything, and it was a big deal. And for others, this might have been something that in itself wasn't a huge deal, but when it happened, there were so many other things going on that it caused this like incredible domino effect in your life. Okay, so take what resonates here. We got quite a few cards to go through. Okay, we have engineer. I feel like this person who's holding the grudge isn't as emotional as you. This could bring out someone who is very cutting. I'm getting someone's coarse or cutting or at times brutal with their language, very to the point, very brusque, short, even short-tempered for some. We have vampire. And I feel like for some of you, this feels like somebody who, although they are not real emotional, they don't act emotional, it's like they feed off of other people's emotions to a degree. It's where they get their emotional charge, because a lot of them don't really express emotion. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but it's like someone who is closed off to their emotions, so they access emotions through others, okay? And this person may, dark side stuff here, they may kind of get off on upsetting people. They may kind of get off on like aggravating people or causing people to be frustrated. Okay, we have that word that I'm not even going to try to pronounce, okay? This is somebody who pretends to be smarter or know more about somebody than what they are in the negative, okay? And I feel like this person may actually be very intelligent, but they're not emotionally intelligent. There's a lack of emotional intelligence with this person. And just common, like, I'm getting like emotional decency. Like, this person is hurtful. They don't really think about what they say, or they think too much about what they say. You know, either way, you kind of can mess things up. You can fuck things up either way. So I feel like some of them are in their head. Now, for some of you, I feel like the in the head energy comes to you. It's like this person got in your head a little bit. and made you feel bad. This could be at work. I'm feeling some work vibes here. This could be a family where we have like a narcissistic person in a position of authority or power, or not really peer energy. So it could be, grandparents, mother, a sibling, but a sibling that is held in different regard than you. Some kind of social group, though. And I feel like this person has put off like they're very smart, and they may have a lot of book knowledge, but emotionally they're like a dry lake. I'm seeing a dry lake. I see all this water around you, and I see that they're a dry lake. It's almost like if you are siblings, you are opposite. If you are family, there's a lot of opposite energy here. At work, if you're team members, I feel like it's almost like at work, they put together a team of people who are radically different to kind of get the synergy going. And the problem is that the person they picked who was like more logical doesn't have any access to their emotions, really. So they come off very brusque. Just take what resonates here. Either way we slice it, I feel like this person acts in very callous ways. They do not come off compassionate at all. Let's save the tarot for later. Let's go into these cards. We have Autumn 13. Is it that scary? Okay, this may have happened around fall. I get a couple things with this card. I feel that this in many ways unnerved you. It may have caused you to have anxiety. If you had to go to work and work with this person, it may have caused you to have like a lot of deep issues. I understand this because I've had an experience. They didn't make me afraid. I was very uncomfortable working with this person because I knew that they could say anything, any moment, and they kind of got off on making me feel horrible, and this could be in family or work. I'm just using work as an example. And so I feel like with all jack-o'-lanterns are protection. Okay. So I feel like you need to protect yourself. You need to do more protections. If this is an office environment, you need to bring your protections into the office. Okay. They don't have to be super, hoodoo magical stuff. They don't have to be like super spiritual, where everybody knows what it is. You can do stuff very undercover where nobody knows. And if I was you, I would do that if you can. Okay. Or wear stuff, do your protections, because I feel like this person in many ways is trying to leech off your energy with this vampire card. And I feel this energy here around you. There's just a lot of energy. You are very tapped in. Okay, with all this water here, all this energy around you with the snakes tell me that you have access to the spirit realm. Okay, and I think sometimes we get so in our head about things, we forget that we have our own mechanisms for accessing protection, for accessing help from spirit, from our guides, from God forms, from our own magic, from our own chanting, our own praying, whatever our practice is. And I feel like you need to use it more in this situation with this person. Okay. I feel like group one, you probably know who this is. Okay, because I feel like you kind of live with this energy. You kind of have to deal with this energy. And for some of you, it's getting underneath your skin and they're getting to you. I get someone who's kind of a pompous a-hole. Like, this is somebody who's like a pompous ass. They just really think highly of themselves. But they really, and I don't think you're alone in feeling like this person is just like snobby to others, kind of. I get this feeling like they're not accessible. Even reading them, I feel like I'm reading a textbook. They just don't feel authentic. They don't feel sincere. And when I feel this kind of energy, I feel like there's always an angle. But here's the thing. I feel like this person is almost like, God, what is this energy? It's almost like they are above having an angle. Like there's entitlement here. Okay, we have inspiration. Okay. Temptation. Okay. Curiosity. All right. Okay, so why such negativity towards you? Why such negativity? Reveal it to me. Saturn, the taskmaster. Virgo. Gemini. We have Osiris, commitment, acquisition, responsibility. Okay, I feel this energy here as, believe it or not, your nature appears to be one that is, you have this, I'm getting Gemini curiosity. So we have that natural curiosity that creative, emotionally intelligent people have. I think you have high inspiration, lots of fire here as well. And I feel like this person is a logical thinker and you are a creative thinker. And this logical energy is drawn and repulsed by the creativity, okay, by the creative energy. They are curious about it. They're also jealous of it because they can't think in that way. They can't think in creative ways. They can only think in logical ways, which works in some situations. But when we involve human beings, you have to think not just logically, but heart-based thinking as well. We have to think empathetically. We have to think intuitively. We have to think from a place of emotional intelligence. And this person doesn't have that. I feel like this person has at times probably made you feel not as valued as others or them. I feel like there has been some kind of talking down to you in some kind of way. Like, I am superior and you are inferior because I am either college educated or I'm very intelligent or these are all my trophies or whatever they have going on. Okay. And you being this creative space, this creative person, and also, might I mention, attractive. There's temptation and curiosity here. Attractive. Okay. I feel like this person doesn't feel like they could ever be that. So they hate on it. It's a case of, I hate on the things I can never be. And the truth is that this person has the capability of being more than just a logical person, but they're going to have to open up to expansion. I feel like their Jupiter is probably got some really harsh aspects going on. Their Jupiter may be in detriment in their astrology. There may be some kind of square or just some kind of painful stuff with their Jupiter. They may have Sagittarius in some kind of weird place or something like that. I literally am seeing someone's chart and Spirit has shown me Sagittarius in upside down, like a reversal in the tarot. So just take what resonates here. Let's look at these other cards here from the Toxic X deck. We have expired milk. Thinks they're buffalo mozzarella, but are actually similar to Kraft cheese. So again, I have this energy of this person thinks they're better than everybody else. Okay. They just do. They have an elitist, entitled attitude. And they like making people feel small. This person gets off on it. That's where they get their emotional fulfillment, because I don't feel like this person has deep relationships. I think everything is based upon how good other people make them feel. And that's as deep as they go. It's sad. I literally feel like I'm connecting with the textbook, like a computer, like someone who is just not emotionally available at all. Let's keep going here. We have toxic family values, feels obligated to their family's old ideas, no matter how toxic or destructive it may be. Okay, so for some of you, what I'm getting with this card is like, this is like a toxic father. Okay, extremely traditional, conservative, has all the isms. There's a lot of isms here, okay? A lot of isms, and I feel it's gross. It's gross. I feel gross now. It's gross. And I'm sorry. I kind of want to cry. I feel real bad for you. I feel real bad. You should never be made to feel this way by, your family. Okay. all right? Because you matter. You're important, okay? And no one has any right to make you feel small. I feel like this person compares you to other people. Why can't you be like this? Why can't you be like this? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? Why do you have to always? Why do you have to always? Why do you have to shine so bright and be such an original? Because the fuck you are. That's what you were born to be. And this energy right here cannot deal. And that, yeah, they hold a grudge against you for not being like everybody else. It's like the whole goal here is to be normal. What a boring, boring goal. Who wants to be fucking normal? You want to be fucking normal? I don't. Ugh. Not that there's anything wrong with it. You know, like if you want to be normal, that's you. But that's not me. That's not the kind of life I want to live. I tried to be normal and it about killed me. So I have no value in like trying to fit into other people's ideas of who I am. And I feel like it takes a brave soul to kind of be like, you know what? I'm not like everybody else. I am the outsider in my family and I'm okay with that. Why can't you just be okay with that too? It's almost like I feel this energy of like, I understand you have a lot of isms. You're still my family. I'm trying here. But if you can just be okay with me, maybe we can just, you know, be okay. And I just want to tell you, this energy right here, honey, it's not going to change. Okay? In fact, it's probably going to get more frustrated that you aren't falling in line. There's a lot of stuff going on with that toxic masculine energy. We have Rusty and Crusty, looking like a train wreck and moves like a sloth, but thinks like a Mercedes. I feel like that's their emotional intelligence. That is a good example of someone who has no emotional intelligence or emotional, I'm hearing emotional IQ. Their logical, book knowledge, college, whatever IQ may be off the chart. But when it comes to people, they just do not have it going on. This person may be awkward, and they're not awkward because they don't know social graces. They know social graces. They just are above them. Why waste my time? This is someone who's like a pompous ass, okay? That's just the way it is. We have Fahrenheit 451 extreme, burns bridges between others in order to isolate and control. Yes, there's that controlling masculine energy. Could be feminine, but I feel this could be feminine, but I do feel a masculine controlling energy here. Whether this is at work or in family, I feel like that's part of the issue here. They want you to fall in line. And they're going to hold a grudge against you until you do. So if this is at work, they want you to stop being so impassioned and emotional. They want you to stop speaking up your creative ideas, okay? Because you're making them feel bad. That's their subconscious talking. So when you make them feel bad, they lash out at you and they give you backhanded compliments. They may make you feel bad at meetings or in front of people. If this is family, it's the same thing, only it's in front of family members. Like saying, oh, how dramatic you are. Oh, you're so emotional. You know, or you should respect your parents. That just because they don't agree with the way you're living your life doesn't mean you should trash the relationship. You know, all that kind of bullshit. Why they sit on their, you know, their big old high horse thinking they can never fall off. Let me tell you something. They're just a push away from falling off that high horse. All you got to do is go, boom. They're teetering, okay? They're teetering. They just don't want people to know they're teetering. We have inception. They twist people's words and create another story to fit their own narrative. They're manipulative. Here's the thing. This person is so elitist and so stuck on themselves that they actually think that they are above the truth. No. Yes. This is some motherfucker who thinks they're above the truth, y'all. Listen, there isn't much you can do about that, okay? That person's got to just play their own kind of, they got to play it out. We have the 10 of Wands. So they're not going to move on from this, okay? This grudge here, okay? They're kind of stuck in this energy. They've probably been stuck in it a while, all right? We have the 9 of Swords, and I'm going to tell you, You need to stop worrying about it. And I know you're like, that's easier said than done. This is my job, or this is my family. I have to be around, whatever, what have you. Listen, no amount of worry is going to change the situation. No amount of sleepless nights. Okay. If this is a job and you're this unhappy, it's time for you to look for something else, or talk to somebody, or make the side move. It's time for you to get clarity, though, as well. You cannot make moves under this energy. You have to get some rest, and you have to get some clarity. You have to give that to yourself before you decide how you want to move. Okay. But I have been in miserable job situations. I have been in miserable family situations, and I have learned to not react. Don't react by this person who's holding the grudge, who won't let things go, who likes to kind of bask in your misery to a degree. Don't let this energy, and I feel like it's almost being sent to you. So clear your energy. Clear your energy from this person, okay? It might be what's keeping you up. And seek clarity. After you talk to this person, clear your energy. Clear your energy at night when you go home. Take a shower when you go home. Okay? When you wake up in the morning, clear your energy. Take another shower, or do a clearing prayer, or whatever. Do what you need to do to keep your mind clear of this toxic garbage, okay? Because it will get you all up in your feels. It will get you all up in your head, okay? You are very resilient, and you need to give yourself more credit, okay? Because you're showing up, and a lot of people wouldn't show up, all right? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords. It is what it is, okay? For some of you, there isn't a lot that you can do to improve this relationship. Okay, what can you do? Spirit is saying there's not a lot you can do. You can't force someone to change their mind. Okay, you just can't. We have the Page of Cups, and we have the Star. Okay. You guys, I feel like there's a need here to release the situation. You're going to have to release it. You're going to have to give yourself, with this cup, I'm feeling like it's time for you to nurture yourself in this situation. Release the idea that you can repair this. Release the idea that you can make it better. There are some people you cannot mend fences with. You cannot reconcile. You cannot make it better because they are incapable of that kind of emotional maturity. All right. So you have to take a different route. You have to nurture yourself. You have to heal yourself. You have to seek your own clarity. And I feel like clarity for you is going to come through calm. Look at the storm around you. The storm of your mind, all this worry and grief. I feel like you need some calm. All right. So you need to make time to seek some peace for yourself. I feel like water, going to the water, to the lake. Water, you may be a water sign. You may be like a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Lots of Cancer energy. Seek the water. Drink lots of water. Get in the bathtub. Get you a hot bath going with some Epsom salts. Do some clearing music. I was going to say crystal bowl clearing music. That can be really helpful for stuff like this. Archangel Michael clearing prayer is really good. You can use some incense. You can use like lemongrass, dragon's blood, all kinds of different things. There's clearing sprays you can buy. Art of the Root has some. So there's all kinds of things you can do to actively work towards clearing your energy and keeping it clear. And people have asked me, can you clear your energy too much? No, when you're going through this kind of stuff, no. If you feel a need to clear your energy, okay? Because when you have this kind of heaviness, it may take a lot of clearing to get you over the hump of this heaviness, okay? You will begin to get a new perspective on this situation, how to move forward, okay? You will get that clarity. And I'm seeing these butterflies coming towards you as clarity. From this cup that you give to yourself, okay? I'm feeling like a message messages coming through on clarity on how to. Butterflies are about transformation. So I'm feeling like this situation is going to transform for you, but it's going to transform through self-transformation. It's not going to transform through reconciliation or you guys working together. Okay. There's a lot of hope here. There's a lot of hope. She's praying here. You can see they're praying. Lean into your practices. If you pray, if you chant, if you meditate, if cooking is meditation for you, whatever calms your soul, okay, whatever calms your nerves, do those things for yourself. Make time for those things. It's very important. It will give you the clarity you need on this situation, all right? Okay, let's get you some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group 1, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, these could be your initials, their initials, a letter, a word, a business, a family name. Just take what resonates. I'm concentrating all my energy on everything that landed on the actual black mirror that's inside this other black mirror. Okay, so I'm going to read the letters first. We have BXGTIYTSENALBIDOA. So I get yes here. I get alibi, just kind of popping out to me. Now I'm picking up on the shoe. Okay, some of you guys need to get to stepping. Okay, so if this is a job and you've been thinking about moving on, your spirit guides are saying now's the time for you to start really, really considering. I'm not telling you to leave your job tomorrow. Okay, I'm telling you it's time for you to put your resume together. It's time for you to start thinking about the next stage of your journey. All right. Now, we have several other charms here. I have the bull. This is Taurus Capricorn energy here, earth sign energy. We have a bull here as well. I feel like through these changes, I feel like you're going to be provided for. I don't feel like you have a lot to worry about. We have a fish here, Pisces energy showing up. We have wine. I think it's really important that you relax and get control of your anxiety that's been caused by this situation. We have the number 3. We have 4 and 5. 3, 4, 5. Okay, when I see numbers in a row like this, 3, 4, 5, this tells me that this is definitely, you're on a journey, you're on a pathway, okay? And this is part of it. This is part of your healing. This is part of you, if this is a job, this is part of you getting in line with more of what is in line with your happiness and your fulfillment. The job you're at may not meet your needs as far as what you need financially or spiritually towards your goals, your dreams, whatever it may be. Things will line up for you, okay? But first, you've got to get clarity and understand where you want to go and what your motivation is. I forgot this. I didn't see this. We have a D here too. We have a D here. We have a cat here. I feel like for a lot of you, this situation has caused you to kind of dull your shine a little bit. If this is work, I feel like a person may have been hired and that person has kind of like taken the sails out of your sailboat, the wind out of your sails, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You may not feel as inspired about work anymore. I have a notebook here. And for some of you, either you're taking notes or someone is taking notes on you, okay? And I want you to be aware of it. Because for some of you, this person they're holding a grudge and their grudges are big, okay? So they may be trying to maneuver something against you, or you need to start taking notes of your interaction with this person. Okay, if this is family, you guys need to start journaling your experiences so you can gain some clarity. Like when you are dealing with this energy right here, this energy, write about it, okay? Or talk into your phone and delete it for later. Make some kind of like expressive, put some expressive energy out and release it, okay? It will help you get clarity. And we got a drink here. We got wine. I feel like you really need to find a way to relax, okay? I feel like for some of you, it may be affecting your health. And listen, when jobs aren't going well, okay, it affects our health. In a stress, man, it can do a number on you. All right. You may not be sleeping well. What I'm getting here, there's a strawberry inside this. I feel like you guys this summer, you really need to start thinking about some fun things you can do. They don't have to be super expensive, but you need an outlet for all the stress. I feel that heavily. You guys need an outlet for your stress. And, you know, I'm not saying that you should go out and party all the time, okay? But, you know, if you can imbibe a glass of wine and it relaxes you, maybe you should, okay? If you're legal and all that good stuff, okay? Do what you need to do to make yourself happy. You know, take some bubble baths, relax. I know it's hard because people used to tell me relax, and I was like, yeah, okay, because I'm hypervigilant because of trauma, and it's not that easy just to relax, okay? So you have to kind of set the stage for you to relax. It has to be a relaxing event, okay? You have to like say, okay, I'm going to make time to relax and then create a relaxing situation. You have to make a ritual almost of relaxation. I feel like you may be stressed because of money, this job, or family, or whatever, but it's really getting to you. And here's the thing. Honey, you're more important than a job. You're more important than the issues with this family situation. You're more important than what other people's expectations of you are. You're more important than this grudge. Jobs will come and go. Family, well, family's family, right? And we have to learn how to deal with the toxicity. But you are what you have. Your body is your vessel. It is your ship in life. And we must learn to honor it and take care of it. And your vessel is badly in need of some care, okay? And I know we all preach about self-care, but I'm being serious with you. You need some serious levels of self-care. You need to stop judging yourself and being so hard on yourself. You are more wonderful and more creative than you think. This person is triggered by you because you're so bright. You're a threat on some level to this person, whichever story resonates for you, okay? And I think it's time that you start looking at the positive things about yourself. You start giving yourself some credit for the accomplishments that you have made and the wonderful person that you are, all right? Get yourself some clarity by taking care of yourself. Breathe deeply, okay? So that you can make some decisions about how you want to deal with this, because this other person, they're not going to deal with it in any kind of emotionally mature way. Okay, it will be spiteful, it will be petty. So the best thing you can do is move on your behalf in the best way possible. And the way we can do that and know what it is to give ourselves peace and clarity. So then that when we move with confidence, Leo-like confidence. We have a cat here, all right? So move with a knowing, a confident knowing of where you're going. Clarity will give you that, all right? Okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected reciprocity, Charon, or you were drawn to the red agate crystal skull, this is going to be your reading all about who has a grudge on you and why and what you can do about it. So keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. I will be getting letters, initials, and charms at the end of the reading to find out more information about this person. So let's get into the cards and see what came out for you. We have a rebel. Rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. I just want to tell you from the Charon card with reciprocity, I'm feeling like this person, I'm getting the like saying an eye for an eye. Like you get what you give. So I feel like this person feels like in some way you got over on them, or This could be a court case. It could be an ex. It could be an ex-friend. But somehow this person feels slighted by you, or there was some kind of choice made that worked in your favor. Let's keep going here. We have destruction, Kali, rebel, and Kali. Okay. Yeah, this person's mad. They're mad. We have Venus. Ooh, my goodness. Okay. So love, affection, sun. Okay. Yeah. They're pissed off. We have nightmares in the dark of night. This feels like an X. Mars. We have air. Okay. So what I'm getting here, we have just about everything but water. Okay. So we have air, fire. Yeah, we have air and fire, I guess. So I thought we're Earth, but we don't. So we have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and we have Leo, fire, of course, fire, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. I'm having a moment. I'm feeling like this is X energy. Okay, this is like ex-love, ex-partner, ex-wife, ex-husband, maybe an ex-best friend. Whatever it's an ex in, it was a close relationship, okay, because they feel very slighted. Aries, Libra energy, heavily. Libra, Taurus, that's where I'm getting the Venus. I'm getting the Venus with the Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus as well. Leo energy as well. I feel like for some of you, they feel like you were stolen away from them, like in the middle of the dark. They didn't see it coming, or, I feel like you, with all this air energy here, I'm feeling like you tried to talk to them, whether this is friend or an ex or whatever. You tried to talk to them, and they weren't listening, and so you may have broken up with them. Or this may be a relationship that's very fragile, that you've tried to talk to them about it, and there's been a lot of fighting, or it's been somewhat destructive, and they feel you slipping away. They're holding a grudge against you. For sure. Like they haven't let something go. Something you've said, something you've done. For some of you, this is an ex, and they haven't let you go. We have Charon. Charon's twice here. Necessity, focus, transition. We have the Magistro, master of inspiration, understanding, community, ingenuity. Okay, they're trying to figure it out. We have the Leper King, Sword of Law, bravery, self-discipline, faith. Okay, all right. Let's get to Toxic Exes cards here. We have Big Brother is watching you, keeping tabs on others' whereabouts due to their suspicious and insecure nature. I feel like this person is watching you. They're keeping an eye on you, on what you're doing. If you have moved on to somebody else, they're watching them. I feel like online, there's an online presence here with some of you guys. They're watching what's going on. For some of them, they're waiting until there's an end for them, and they're going to try again. They're going to try again because this Venus energy here is very strong. Okay. And I feel like with the Charon card, I feel like they're in denial of the transition. Okay, they're in denial that things have changed. They're not going to let it change, is what I'm hearing. They're going to keep things the same, and there's something about they have, like if you have somebody else, they're subconsciously or consciously at war with this person. They're fighting for you in their mind. Like they're at war. A lot of Aries, Taurus energy here. We have toxic, okay, off with their heads. Becomes angry and irritated when others do not follow their lead or when others question their authority. Okay, so they resent you leaving. They resent you even talking about leaving. They resent that you're not together. If y'all have been divorced or there's been a court case, like with children or whatever, they resent that you were chosen, like it went in your favor. And they absolutely hold a grudge. For some of them, now this is really devious, but for some of them, they want to break you and your person up. For some of them, they want to just cause you misery because they can, because you caused them such misery. I hear them saying, you make everybody think it was so bad, but it really wasn't that bad. Total gaslighting here. We have tries to rock the boat, but needs SOS to get someone off. So I'm getting the feeling here that things weren't so good with that one-on-one time. If this was romantic, yeah, and if you couldn't get the emotional fulfilled and you couldn't get the goody and things weren't going so great, it's hard to keep it together, right? And I feel like also if you have somebody else, they think about you with this other person in that way. And it really chaps their ass that someone else would have you in that way. It makes them angry. And they absolutely hold you a grudge because you said that you would not ever do that. Because they haven't released you. So it still feels like cheating to them. It still feels like you're cheating. Even though you're broken up. You could be divorced. It doesn't matter. They still think you're cheating. Because forever. All right? Just take what resonates. They use others' lack of experience and love to box others in a corner. Yeah. I feel like it may not be so much that, but I feel like in friendship or love, this person tries to kind of dominate people by making people feel like they don't know as much. This is somebody who wears like an expert badge and everything, but they're actually not. You know, it's all kind of a front. They're kind of fake in that way. They try to win people's hearts or people over to them by putting off like they know so much, but they really don't. Plays basic mind games, but acts as if they are outsmarting everyone. Yeah. I feel like if they lost in a court case, I feel like they were shocked. They couldn't believe that they lost. How could they possibly lose? Okay, we have... Okay, the whole deck is not in reverse. So, okay, here we go. We have the Hierophant. We have Death. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Eight of Coins. Okay, so all of this, out of 5 cards, 4 are major arcana. So this was a major happening in your life. This was probably a major friendship or a major partnership. There may be, again, children involved. There may have been marriage or long-term energy here. But it's almost like this little Hierophant was like, you know what? Fuck them. It's just like this little Hierophant, so sweet, drinking their coffee, world's greatest boss, was just like, you know what? I'm tired of being treated like dirt. I'm tired of this bullshit. I have tried to talk to you. Look how sweet this little Hierophant is. But behind them is this cup that says world's greatest boss because they're a boss. They're a wolf under this. They're a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's like you went along with this person when things were good. But when things started going left, you started speaking up and this person was like, oh no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do things my way. And you were like, oh no, that's not how this works. What I say matters too, bitch. What I say matters too. In fact, I'm going to boss up. And that was threatening to this person. You may have bossed up and decided, you know, I'm going to go find somebody else. You may have bossed up and said, you know what, I'm going to go get a job because I need some independence. You may have bossed up and said, you know what, it's time for me to find some friends. Whatever it was. Or you had a glow up. You did something that this person resented. You made some kind of changes in your life this person resented. And it led you down this pathway where now you're not together. Okay? And it could be friendship. It could be a friend that got very triggered by the changes you made. And you may have found yourself speaking up for yourself to this person, and it caused a transformation within yourself, within your life, and within this connection. And you turn the wheel. The wheel of fortune started to turn. And actually, it's turning in your favor because we have the High Priestess here. You saw through all the bullshit. You saw through all the lies, and this person can't stand it. They cannot stand it. And you have 2 Charon cards here telling me that the death was complete and utter. in this case, I'm reading the death card as a literal death of a relationship. Okay. This person refuses to get on the boat. They refuse to cross the river to the other side. They refuse to acknowledge it's over, even though there may be paperwork, even though, they feel very spiteful. They feel very vindictive. And we have the 8 of coins here. And what I'm feeling is like they may be, it's like a fake play. Okay. It's like, I feel this energy of putting off like, yeah, we're moving on. Yeah, I'm moving on. But no, I'm watching. Look at the eyes here. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I'm reading this card intuitively because the 8 of Pentacles, it's a little different than that. But I just feel this energy of like, and I feel like they're talking to people as well. They're talking to people, maybe family members, to other people. They may be gossiping about you as well. They can't keep their mouth shut. There's also could be, they may consider themselves in a third person situation because you may have somebody else or a new friend or whatever. Okay. So just take what resonates there. But I just feel like, this person has very destructive tendencies and you need to be very careful, my friend. Very, very careful, because I feel like this person could flip in a moment because they're playing a fake out game right now. They're trying to fake you out. Because I think if you're with somebody new, they think it's going to end. They think it's going to end very soon. Okay? They don't think it's going to last. And they'll be there waiting. And you're going to come crawling back to them. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to come crawling back to me. And at first, I'm going to refuse, and then I'm going to take you back. They have it all scripted in their head. Okay, this person has just put a lot of thought into this. It's real, real sad, because if they put the same kind of energy into moving on, if they were courageous and just accepted the loss as it is, they could really move into a better place in their lives, right? They could really get to that energy of transition where they're moving forward and probably meet somebody new and get you out of their energy. Okay, be it friend or something romantic, but they won't do it. Okay. All right. So I feel like for you in this situation, let's consult some tarot here. I'm going to go to the zombie tarot. So tell us what we need to do here. I feel like for some of you, this person may be spying and a little obsessive about you. Okay, so watch that. If you have to be around this person, watch that. We have the Empress here. Yeah, Empress in reverse. I'm feeling like you need to be real careful if there is like an exchange like of children or something like that. Just don't be too nice. Okay, don't go back to the way you used to treat them. Don't make their flub-ups okay. All right. And take everything they say with a grain of salt. Okay. Because this person, they're playing some kind of game in their head. And they have a grudge against you. And if they can get over on you, they will. We have the 3 of hazards here. And I think other people see it. Like family members know. I think a lot of people know you've moved on. And I think you've released a lot of your negative energy about this person. Okay, you've moved on, you're doing your thing, you're getting on with life. And this person's just like still wanting to kind of like catch your attention and lead you into another direction. If you see in this card here how they're throwing a bone. They're trying to catch your attention and lead you in another direction. So I feel like a lot of people know this person's off a little bit. They're still, they're in their feelings, okay? But they're angry. And they have a lot of vengeance. If you're with somebody, they have a lot of vengeance against this person. You may not know that, but they do, okay? All right. We have the 7 of Wands. Yeah. With this card, this zombie card, I'm reading it intuitively, and I feel like I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to fucking get you. Like, you're mine. I'm getting mine, like Frankenstein. Mine. And just like, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go at it. I want what's mine. And the thing that is really hitting me with this is how kind of repulsive it is for one person to think they could possibly like possess another person in this way. It seems very gross. And I can see why you're not together. Okay, this person has a lot of issues. They're very insecure. They're very insecure in themselves. And I feel like there was a constant need for them to be right or to reassure them, to kind of smooth over the situation and make it okay. I feel like this wasn't a happy situation for you. I think you tried to make it. I think for a while maybe you were blind to it because you were just like, I want to make this work. And I think you tried. But two people have to work together to make it work. And you can only try so long until you have to make decisions that are in your best interest. I think this person absolutely holds a grudge and resents you moving on, resents you ending it, especially if there was marriage involved. We have the Hierophant here, which can often indicate like official marriage, like traditional marriage kind of thing. And I feel like in many ways, with the Empress in reverse, I'm feeling like they don't see you how they used to see you. And they know that they can't come to you for the same level of care. Because I think at one time you were very nurturing and compassionate to this person. And they feel that cut off. And it's actually triggering them to act out. Okay, because they missed the energy. Some of you guys may have done a cord cutting or something, and that cord cutting energy is starting to kind of take effect. And so it may be driving them a little bit crazy, a little bit, where they don't feel your energy anymore. So they may be reaching for you, and you may be like, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. And I feel like your best bet here is to continue to do your thing. Hold your boundaries, okay, if you have to deal with this person. Do not let this person invade your space. If this person is an online, or you know them in real life, like you were married or whatever, and you're divorced and they're on your space in real life, I feel like you don't have to allow them into your personal space in online unless you want to. Now, they may try under a fake name, so just be aware of that, okay? But I feel like this person is still trying to connect with you, even though you may have somebody else. Some of you guys already have moved on to somebody else. Some of you guys don't have somebody else, but you have moved on. So you are unavailable. I just get this unavailable sign, whether it be friend or romantic, okay? Okay, what else do they need to know? You have the Queen of Swords in reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups. I feel like since this has ended, I feel like the negative self-talk for you has probably stopped or slowed down. I feel like a lot of your negative feelings about yourself and about your life have probably started to clean up or clear out. And I feel like because of that, with the Nine of Cups can be wish fulfillment. It can be success with business. It can be a feeling of just a happy time, being happy and proud of yourself. And I think we need to talk about how proud of yourself you need to be of getting away from this situation, okay? Because you were able to get away from a very tough situation. And I applaud you. Not everybody can. Some people continue this kind of stuff for years and years and years, trying to make it work, having long conversations, going to counselors, praying, doing all the things, and it just doesn't work out. When you are not meant for somebody, you are not meant for them. And instead of trying to force something to work, you have to allow the universe to show you the pathway, your journey towards a more happy and fulfilling life. This person here who is absolutely holding a grudge, they aren't there yet. Okay, I feel like they're slow moving. Their energy is very slow moving. So there may be some earth here, but there's just reluctance to see the truth. They're still not there yet, and they're hung up in your energy. So they're holding a grudge. So no matter how they present to you, keep that in the back of your head. There is resentment here. There is, at times, they feel destructive towards the situation, and they honestly, they want to do things just to rile you up or cause issues. They would love to see you break up because they want to say, I told you so. You know, they would love that opportunity. So keep that in the back of your head, especially if you have children with this person. Okay, I'm going to get your letters, charms, and initials now. Okay, group 2, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials or initials, a meaningful word, a screen name, a family name. Just take what resonates. So I'm going to read the letters off for you. We have JYASYXO, JSYUOUR. So we have J. Clearly, J is coming out. We have you, your, was, saw. We have the X, XO as well. So take what resonates here. We have the vampire teeth. Yeah, this person has parasitic tendencies. Those are still there. So, you know, beware of that. Okay. Know that that is still going on. We have the number 6. All right. This person, if there's child support involved, if this was a court case where there was child support or some kind of assets, money, that kind of thing, if you won, they resent that. They are angry. And if there is a way for them to try to cheat you on that or get back at you, they will. So no matter how they act, I need you to know that the gears are always, I want to say grinding. They're grinding their gears over ways to mess you over. But they also miss you. Oh, here's another letter. We have an L too. So I'm just concentrating on everything that landed on this actual obsidian mirror in the middle of this big tray here, just so you know. Now we have a card that landed upside down. And I just, you know, take what resonates here. But you guys just be leery of, like, wear your seatbelt. Okay, if you have to be in a car with this person, maybe take your own car. Okay, I feel like this person may in the past have had, if they've had like driving issues or if they're a crazy driver, you know, just try to work around that. Try to work around like being in their car or whatnot. Okay, they also may be mad over a car. Maybe you got a car that they wanted to have or something like that. Just take what resonates here. Okay. What is this? I feel a lot of healing energy coming through for you with this green color here. I feel like things are going to start moving in a more comfortable situation, more like, I'm getting like cozy comfort, like peace and tranquility for you with this teddy bear and the flower. And what is this little charm here? What is this? It's a little book. Yeah, I feel like there's just a time of just you being happy and having some peace. That's coming, okay? I don't feel like you've had a lot of that, and it's coming. We have the wheel here, the Wheel of Fortune, very much turning in your favor. We have a milkshake, and what I'm getting is that it's time for you to enjoy your life, okay? Bells. I need you to pay attention when you hear the sound of a bell, okay? You need to pay attention. And we have a house here. Some of you guys may be trying to manifest a new home or a move or something like this. When you hear the sound of bells, pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're seeing, the thoughts you're having, okay? I feel like spirit may be trying to talk to you through the sound of bells. It could be wind chimes, bells, anything that sounds like that, okay? And we have a key here. So I feel like you're trying to manifest like a key to a house or even a car. I feel like this is like a side message. For some of you guys, I feel like spirit is on it. They're on it. They're moving things around. Some of you guys had to kind of work through this energy, work through this person who has a grudge against you. You kind of had to move through it, maybe file the papers, get the divorce, go through the issues with the children, or split up, or, you know, just break up with somebody or break up a friendship, however this manifested for you, okay? And it's kind of cleared the way. You may be wondering, well, where is that stuff, Amy? Well, things have to kind of maneuver. They have to be moved around, and it takes time. Okay, I feel like you just made a big leap by doing what you did. Okay, so now the universe has all this empty space in your life to kind of maneuver things. And you're entering a time of peace, which means that you're entering into a time where you're going to be receiving. You're going to be receiving things from the universe, maybe more than you have in a while. Okay, it may unnerve you a little bit, but you can start to look for it. And I feel like the sound of bells, keys, teddy bears may all be signs. Roses may be a sign as well. For some of you guys, it'll literally be a milkshake. Okay, you and a person may go out for milkshakes, or they may ask you for a milkshake or go for ice cream. That will be a sign from spirit that things are, I know that's weird, but things are getting better. It comes as it comes. We just take it as it comes. Okay. We do have this heart here that has a nurse's hat on it. And the first group had a lot about self-care. And I feel like there is some self-care issues here with you. But it's more about like you guys are about to enter a time where being able to relax and take care of yourself is going to open up for you. And I'm getting that it might feel like stagnation to some of you guys because you've been dealing with a lot of like chaotic energy, a lot of drama here, like a ton of drama. Okay. So if it starts feeling like stagnancy, I want you to think it's not stagnancy. This is peace. I'm just not used to having peace and tranquility. I don't know what the fuck to do with it. What do you do with peace? I have been in that situation. I've had so much drama, trauma, just constant stuff going on that when I have finally manifested peace in my life, I'm just like, so now what do I worry about? Now what do I do? Now what do I do with all this energy? You may find yourself in that kind of place. And when you start feeling that, that's a sign that you're entering into this really wonderful, and I'm hearing abundant time, this time where the universe is going to begin to bring things to you. You're not going to have to run out and fetch them. You're doing the action. And for some of you, releasing this person was a major work of your life. It is something that, I'm hearing like ancestors were like, we were laying bets whether you were going to be able to get out of this situation or not. And it wasn't good odds in your favor. And you did it. A lot of people got spiritually rich off this deal because you broke the cord. You broke out. And now there's a lot of things possible for you that weren't before. Okay. So take this time of like what you may feel as stagnancy, take it as a time of peace and tranquility. Use it to relax. Use it to be creative. Use it to think about the next things that you want to manifest. Use it to daydream. Use it to spend time with your person, laugh, enjoy your life. It may be a new experience for you to start thinking about ways of enjoying your life, okay? Because when you live in this kind of chaos, you don't really think about, well, how can I enjoy my life? You're too busy trying to survive every day. So now it's time for you to slow down and think about ways that you can enjoy your life, all right? Okay, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected Vampire Hunger, or you were drawn to the Lapis Lazuli Crystal Skull, this is going to be your reading all about who is holding a grudge against you, why, and what you can do about it. So let's get into the cards and see what came out for you. Now, keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here. Now, at the end of the reading, I'm going to be getting letters, initials, and charms, and we're going to find out more details about this person. So yeah, this is an intense card, you guys. This is really super intense. Okay, so let's find out why this person and who this person is who's holding a grudge against you. Okay, we have Child Eternal. Okay, in the shadow attributes is inability to grow up, be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. Okay. We have Libra. Okay, so they may be a Libra. You may be a Libra. This may have to do, well, relationships. Clearly, Libra. We have Sagittarius. You may be a Sagittarius. They may be a Sagittarius. Could have something to do with Jupiter energy here as well. And we have water. So could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let's keep going here. We have Aradia, defense. I'm going to get those later. We have Baneth, caretaker of the lost, respite, assistance, memory. Okay. We have air, purify yourself. So lots of air energy here. We have elevation, ascension, advancement, major soul growth. Emotionally haunted. Growth. Okay. Codependency and addictions. And we have peace, an end to drama and disagreements. Okay. All right. So there's definitely some kind of major disagreement here. And I feel like one party has grown from it and moved on, ascended from it. They've elevated from it, and they've moved on. And for some of you, you may still be in a relationship with this person, okay? Trying to make things work. The other person isn't doing as well. We have the codependency card here. And although you may not be actively fighting with this person, some of you may not even be in contact with this person. They are still ruminating about this situation, okay? We have the Sun here. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the Four of Hazards. We have the Star in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have Judgment in reverse, and we have the Four of Wands. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got to tell you, I feel like this was a bad fight. This was a really bad fight with somebody that there was feelings for. Like, this could be family or romantic. If it was a friend, it was a very close friend. A friend where possibly emotions were confused or conflicted. This person, for some of you, felt like family, however you cut this, but it was very close. This person who's holding a grudge is emotionally haunted by what happened, okay? I feel like someone here stood up for themselves. They were like, I'm not having any of this bullshit anymore. Like, the Four of Hazards here, living in the state of like not getting enough, not receiving enough, feeling like they're having to hold on to breadcrumbs, somebody breadcrumbing you. That's what I'm getting. And this energy of just like, I can't do it anymore with the devil. Like, I can't do this shit anymore with you. And drawing the line. And the line wasn't made in the sand. It was cut in cement. It was laid down. Like, we are not doing this anymore. And it's so interesting because I have divided the cards into two groups here. And one side we have the Sun and the Four of Wands. And I feel like this is one party's energy. One party has moved on. They are in a different place now, happier, more secure, really positive energy. The Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. Hopeful. There's a lot of creativity, a lot of inspiration, a lot of fertility for the future. And there's a sense of celebration or having something to celebrate or feeling like connecting with others more or wanting to connect with others. You may have new people in your life now, or you may be drawing in new people because this person may not be as present. They may be somewhat present for some of you, but not as present. It may run the gamut from complete no contact to like they're still in my life, but not as present. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. And then we have the Star in reverse. We have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and we have Judgment in reverse. That's where they are. This person has lost hope. It's almost like this person is heartbroken, but in a really toxic way. There's a lot of blame. There's a lot of blaming going on. There's a lot of manipulating the past. When they tell the story, because they are telling the story to people, when they tell the story, it's always in their favor. I feel like the Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy is really like not taking responsibility. And the Libra energy, Gemini, Aquarius energy, could be water too. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So just take what resonates here, okay? They're more into like this expansive energy of feeling, okay? I feel like when this Libra is kind of a placeholder for one person, and Sagittarius is kind of placeholder for the other. It may not resonate those signs, but that's how I'm reading the energy. All right, just take what resonates. I feel like Libra let go of trying to keep it all together, because that's what Libra does. And when Libra leaves a situation, it's usually because it's bad. Libra does not let go. She's one of those signs. They are one of those signs that do not let go. It takes something very dramatic and catastrophic for a Libra to walk away. And I feel like this is somebody who was very committed. So it feels like a very close, tight kind of bond that caught and something happened. I feel like there were like harsh words. This was a bad fight. And this was somebody who has said, I had enough. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of the bullshit. I've had enough. And I am no longer emotionally available to you. And so we have the Sagittarius energy, feeling like, first of all, I can't believe it happened this way. I can't believe we're really kind of like in this state where we're this distant. How does this happen? Because of this. Because the Libra energy was like, no. We're not going to do this. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not being toxic anymore with anyone. Period. End of conversation. So if you want to be toxic with someone, you can't do it with me. It's like Libra walked into their power. Instead of trying to make something unworkable work, they accepted the fact that the universe was telling them, you're going to have to be strong and you're going to have to walk away. You're toxic, they're toxic, and together y'all are all toxic. So in order for there to be any kind of healing, any kind of forward movement, everyone needs to kind of like get some space. This is driving one person completely bananas because they want to have their say, they want to be heard, and they're right. They feel they're right. They feel they've been wronged. This was wrong. And they've been denied their right to have closure. And here's something that everyone needs to understand. No, you don't have a right to someone giving you closure. You create closure for yourself. If you depend on someone else to give you closure, you're going to be waiting a really long time because no one's going to fulfill your need for closure. It's not going to be like you think. So a lot of times, and I feel like this Libra water energy may have walked away, however it resonates. And they may have been able to walk away by saying, I'm going to close the door. I'm going to empower myself. I'm closing the door and I'm giving myself closure by saying, I may never have closure. And that's my closure. I know that sounds a little wacky, but in a way it is closure. Knowing that, you know what, I'm never going to have the answers. I'm never going to know why. And you know what? That's okay. That's all right because I'm not going to stand at this doorway waiting for someone to answer my questions. I'm going to close the door and I'm going to move on. I'm going to pack my shit up and I'm going to go. I'm going to move on to the next location. And that has really carried this energy, this purify yourself. That's really carried this energy through another, I feel this as a gate. Like it's really carried this energy through another gateway, to another portal, to another place. There's been a lot of growth. And for some of you, there's been ascension. Okay, there's been a whole ascension. And this other person, I feel like they're either watching you from a distance or they're hearing about it. And it's really aggravating them because they feel it's chronically unfair. Because you haven't been through what you should have gone through. Like, you deserved so much more. Like the bomb they meant to go off in your life didn't cause the mass destruction that they wanted it to. Here's the thing. They didn't see the bomb go off. But you and I feel it. And it was destructive, wasn't it? It did hurt. It hurt like a bitch. This was very hard to get over. I feel like there was a lot of suffering here, like emotional suffering and torment. But this person is very manipulative, okay? And I feel like for a time they tried to figure out a way to kind of get back at you, but now they're just holding a grudge and they're just hating on you. And they talk about you. They can't shut up about it. Sometimes, like, they ruminate on it. Here's the thing about that is that's a really, when someone hyper focuses on the past, that for some of you guys, this happened like a couple of years ago, okay? And this person's still hyper focused on it, okay? There's a lot of mental space that can take up. And you can get really unbalanced that way. It can cause a lot of depression and a lot of issues. So I feel like this person is very unbalanced in their life and things are probably not going very well. I feel like they're in their manipulative energy. I feel like they're in their shadow. They've been caught in their shadow because I feel like you did not validate them. You did not. It's almost like you didn't encourage the drama. You didn't encourage the fighting, the yelling. You didn't encourage it. It's almost like you cut it off. You were like, enough. I've had enough. No more. We're not doing this anymore. And so, meantime, you have this fiery energy, wanting to spin, wanting to fight, wanting to cause issues. And you have the air-water energy saying, no, we're going to settle in. We're going to heal and we're going to move on. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need your closure. And this person resents it. They are hungry. This vampire here, they're hungry for your energy. They're hungry to get into it. If this person tries to talk to you or get close to you or whatever again, no, it's because they're missing that energetic, and I don't want to say connection. It's more like the fighting, the drama, the spark. The irritation, they're missing that because they don't have it. You were a source of energy for them. For some of them, they fed off this drama and chaos that they caused. And you were a major fire for that. You were a major engine for that energy. And now you're taking that energy and putting it into yourself. You're putting it into more positive things. And you're probably finding that it's paying off more, and at least you're feeling a little bit more positive about your life than you were when you were around this energy. And I'm being pointed to the fact that this is a Lapis Lazuli, and Lapis Lazuli can be about expression. It can be about like being able to express yourself. You can use lapis to heal your throat chakra. It can be about psychic connection and things like that as well. And I feel like you've probably done some throat chakra healing. This is probably part of the growth here. There's been some emotional maturity that's happened. And it's almost like when this happened, it was emotionally devastating. It was very hard. It was like a bomb went off, right? But as you healed, you found peace and you found balance. And you understood that as you and this energy were no longer in sync anymore, that it would allow them to heal, it would allow you to heal. And that maybe one day, y'all could sync up again, and reconnect. Maybe not. But you're okay either way. And I feel like energetically, this person feels that and it irritates them because they want. They're still in the want. Gimme. It's not enough. I need more. I need you to give me more stuff. I need you to give me more attention. I need to throw a fit. I need to cause drama. It's never enough. And I feel like for a lot of you, you literally were just wrung dry. For some of you guys, this is money. Someone just played you for money over and over until you were like, I'm going broke. I'm going broke trying to help you. I've got to save some for me. And this person was like, that's selfish. This person's very manipulative. They twisted their words a lot. They twisted situations. very much lying, manipulating to get ahead, to position themselves. And I feel like this is one person who had really good intentions. I feel like no matter how toxic this got, I feel like you really tried with this person. Okay, there was a lot of effort made to do good here. I don't think the intention was for you to mess this person over. I think there's a case of someone who just is a vapid source void of need. Okay, and it's because of how they grew up. It's because of their own trauma. It's because of this endless need for attention, this endless need to feed me, feed me. It's never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. And you had to call it done to kind of save yourself financially, energetically, emotionally. And it took a long time for you to heal. You're still healing, but you've grown a lot. They resent that. They resent your growth. They resent any kind of advancement you've made in any way without them. And they definitely are holding a grudge. So if this person approaches you directly or indirectly in any way, know that they are still harboring resentments. They are still angry. And if you let them in and money's been an issue, they're going to ask you for money. Okay, they're going to ask you for money again. If this person manipulated you for other reasons, they're going to do it again. Their manipulative ways have not changed. They have not grown from this situation. They're too busy being emotionally haunted by the toxic things they felt you did. I'm not saying that you didn't do toxic things. We all do toxic things. None of us are toxic free. I don't know one person who doesn't have toxic traits. It's just we all get them the way we're raised, the way we're in this toxic world, the way we're taught to kind of deal with each other. Okay, so it's not a judgment. I don't judge people. You know, I've been judged my whole life. I try very hard not to judge people. So, but I think the difference is that you've done a lot of healing. And if you were in the same situation again, which you probably wouldn't be because you've healed, but if you were, you may have handled it differently this time. It probably would never have gotten this far as it did before. Because now you know. Now you're more healed. Now you're more emotionally mature. Now you're on the other side and you have peace. Peace, tranquility it brings you clarity. And you can see where your own toxic behavior was and you can see where theirs is. And at times you may find yourself saying, you know, it was bad. I did have good intentions. It was bad. And I feel like it validated your need to be more protective of your own energy and hold good boundaries. I think you learned a lot about boundaries, okay? So you need to hold your boundaries. I also think if you have family members, if this is a family or friend, however this plays out situation, be careful what you tell people about what's going on in your life. Be careful what you tell people, okay? Because they may be going to this person and telling them what's going on. All right. And you don't want to get that started. It may already be going on for some of you guys. I would just kind of withdraw a little bit, especially if people are telling them things. Now, you know, they may have other ways of finding out what's going on with you. And by no means shrink yourself. Do you be happy? Be happy. Live your best life. Okay. You know, and what they say, living well sometimes is the best revenge. Not like you're trying to get revenge, but you know what I'm saying? Like, let them eat their heart out. You know, this is the consequences of their bad behavior, that they can't be part of your happy life now, your more peaceful life. I'm not saying it's perfect, okay? You definitely have moments where you struggle like everybody else, but it's definitely more peaceful. It's definitely more happy. You're definitely moving in a more positive direction. And it's because you've let go of this person, which for many of you was a major deal. This was major. This was a major accomplishment in your life, being able to let go of this energy. But they're still lingering, okay? They're still holding the grudge. This is somebody who's going to hold on to that grudge for a long time, like a trophy. And they're going to tell the story and recreate it till it's their own story where they're the hero and you're the villain. I feel like you're okay being someone's little villain. You've probably been people's villain before, and that's okay because you know the truth. And the people that matter, if they believe the villain story, oh well, that's on them because you know who you are. You've grown so much from this since you were in this situation that this person doesn't even really know you anymore. And that's what's kind of remarkable about this is because they're holding a grudge against someone who is a ghost, who doesn't really exist anymore. Because you are so transformed since you last had contact. All right, so let's get you some letters, initials, and some charms. Hey, Group 3, these are your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. I'm focusing on all the initials that landed on my black mirror here in the middle, the obsidian mirror that's in the middle of this larger scrying mirror. All right. Let me read your initials off for you. We have ODIIKRLGYSZBQCSB. We have Dick. Dick right there. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, we have one that's kind of leaning over the side. We have Y here. And this one's touching. We have M. Okay, so those are two more initials or letters we have as well. So we have some numbers. We have 1, 1, 11. 11, 11 are going to be numbers of manifestation for you. We also have 3. Okay, so 3 could be another letter, a number of manifestation. We have a clock here. I feel like I'm hearing like time is ticking. Time is ticking. Time is passing. Time is passing by. Okay. And I feel like there are times this person who is holding the grudge has some regret and they think about all the time that they've missed being in your energy. Okay, we have a dragonfly here. I think dragonflies are going to be signs of your alignment going forward. I feel like there's something really magical that's manifesting for you. Okay, just kind of a side note here. And we have a lot of like purple energy here, which for me is like really creative, expansive, third eye energy. You may be experiencing like a third eye activation. We also have a shell here. This is a gossip shell to me. Like I feel like you hear the ocean when you hold, one of these shells up to your ear. And I feel like you might at times feel like people are talking about you or hear about people talking about you. They are. This person is definitely talking about you. They haven't shut up. We have a little birdie here. A little birdie told me. Yeah, you might hear someone say a little birdie told me. That would be this person, okay? If it's in a family situation, if it fits, okay? Yeah, I feel like although this is outside of the center here, I feel like there's just so much growth for you, and you're not really focused on this person, but this person's focused on you. Okay, so it's almost like you've moved on, and this reading is almost about a ghost because, again, like I said in the reading earlier, it's like they are focused and hold a grudge against someone who doesn't really exist anymore because you've changed so much. 1111, I feel like you've walked through a gateway of change. You've just embraced a newness, a renewal of yourself. I feel like you're looking different, you're feeling different, and you're just really aligned. Some of you guys have a lot of ancestor energy around you. You have a lot of support from your ancestors. And we have ice cream here, an ice cream cone with like a little bow on top. And I feel like things are going to get really sweet for you. There's a sweet time. I felt that for group 2 as well. Like things are going to start to lighten up for you. Okay. I feel like, again, I think this was a very difficult situation for you, and it took you time to work through this. The other party didn't really work through it. They talked about it. I feel like for some of you, they expected you to come to them. They expected you to reach out to them and apologize. And I feel like that was never going to happen. That was never an option for you. I feel like you had your belly full, and the moment y'all had some kind of bad fight, there was some kind of moment here where you just saw clearly and you slammed that fucking door and you were like, I am not doing this anymore. And in that moment, it's like you saved yourself. You saved yourself from years of torment. For some of you guys, you saved your pocketbook from being drained. For some of you guys, you saved yourself from being drained energetically by this vampire. This person is very vampiric. They are a parasite. Now, it doesn't mean that they can't move out of this energy, but they're not there yet. And they would love to have the opportunity to parasite off your energy again. So again, I'm getting for you guys, hold your boundaries, okay? And when people around you start talking about this person, change the subject. Put up a boundary where you're not going to engage in conversations about this person. And if you know the people around you talk to this person, don't tell them anything you don't want that person to know. Because some of you guys have people around you who are running to this person and telling them what's going on in your life. Now, for some of you, they're watching you from afar and are able to get information. And it might be you're posting online or they see you at work or whatever, okay? But protect yourself. Protect your energy. Okay, because I feel like this person still is very parasitic and lecherous. Okay, they haven't healed. And to be honest, I feel like it's going to take a lot for this person to heal. And they're just not there yet. They haven't had enough tower moments. They haven't had enough truth revealed to them. And it's going to take more. And meantime, you're on this very positive journey towards manifesting some really happy moments in your life. And I feel like to even think about allowing this person back in your energy is just unthinkable. Okay. But spirit, the ancestors want me to speak on it. So for some of you, this may come up. They may show up indirectly or directly, maybe around the holidays or something like that, or maybe at a family picnic this summer. I don't know, a reunion. Just keep that in mind. Okay. And if they do surprise show up, this prepares you for it, okay? This prepares you for the possibility, all right? Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.